We are uncovering more details about yesterday's raid at Dr. William Hedrick's pain management clinic in Muncie.
Former employees and pharmacists in the area tell investigators Dr. Hedrick was prescribing dangerous medications which killed 8 patients. You might remember police raided 4 of his other locations here in Northeast Indiana about 2 years ago when the Attorney General first filed a formal complaint about Dr. Hedrick and his practice. News Channel 15's Megan Reust has been following this story. She continues our coverage tonight with the latest from our newsroom. Megan?
Mark and Heather, according to court documents, ever since Hedrick's Muncie office opened last July, the Drug Enforcement Administration has been investigating it. Authorities say 8 patients have died since Christmas Eve of last year, and an overwhelming number of former employees and pharmacists have expressed concern over Hedrick's prescribing and billing practices. It's all detailed in this 19-page search warrant. Investigators searched through Dr. Hedrick's Muncie pain management clinic for nearly 5 hours, looking for any forged documents and items that could show Medicaid fraud, insurance fraud, or corrupt business influence. This after several former employees say they were concerned with the number of patients he was seeing at the Muncie office, Hedrick's billing practices, and the way he prescribed and followed up with patients. 1 week in August, investigators watched the Muncie clinic. Police say they saw about 130 to 150 people who they believe to be patients walk in daily. You might remember back in March, the State Medical Licensing Board put Hedrick on probation, limiting the number of nurse practitioners and physician assistants he can work with, plus assigning a doctor to monitor and review the charts of Hedrick's patients. That doctor, Dr. Michael Whitworth, documented more than a dozen instances of concern. For instance, in February, he noted, quote, "This injection is not standard," and raised red flags. Then in March, Dr. Whitworth raised concern about Hedrick inappropriately prescribing patients dangerous medication. Officials are combing through all of the evidence alongside the DEA right now, and they're not sure whether they'll file state or federal charges. In the meantime, though, the AG's office is asking the Medical Licensing Board to suspend Hedrick's license for 90 days. Live in the newsroom, Megan Reust, News Channel 15.